Hello, speaking to, and welcome to today's race between Kingheimer and perfectly unadulterated game squad, Swordless, or Pugs, if you want. I am the Type 84, and I'm joined here by Ravis. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
Absolutely fantastic. We have Kermit versus Daaanty today in a Swordless seed. This is game 4. We'll get the score up on the screen any moment now. The race is about to start, so don't worry.
Yeah, Puck's leading 2-1 in this series right now, and Kermit 2 days ago won game 3 against Daaanty, keeping our team alive. And here we are again, but this time not in casual boots, but with the swordless mode. We had already in, I think, week 5.
Yeah, swordless is as it sounds. No swords. You want that hammer as soon as you possibly can, because it's going to be your main weapon throughout the entire game. Also, you're probably going to need the silvers to kill Yan.
I mean, this mode has this special, twist
Oh,
that
right.
if we find the bow, we find the silvers as well. So
Oh,
no
right.
silvers hunt here.
Okay, right, true.
All right, there we go. Got the key in Hyrule Castle, or rather in Sanctuary.
And Daaanty getting a fairy and a bottle after 2 seconds.
That's gonna come handy for Kakariko.
Okay, I got Crystal on Hera, and that was it. From that map check.
Surely our tracker Sigma is gonna give us the crystal and pendant layouts, and also we found bombs at the first triple.
Yeah.
That's pretty handy.
Yeah, early weapon. Well, weapon as in we are able to kill things.
I mean, more so here than in the sword seed, right? Because without swords, we have to be creative in how we want to deal. And there's an ice rod as well, so Daaanty's probably gonna go ahead and do the front of escape with a combination of ice rods and bombs, because you can't kill the blue guards with the ice rod.
Yeah. Did you see what was on Lumberjack Ledge?
No, what was there?
The single arrow.
Fantastic. That's the spot we want to have for that arrow.
A unique item, technically.
I mean, maybe they had a Naga seed 2 days ago. Maybe we get one more today, potentially with a bug mat. That would be fun.
I don't do Swordless very often. Is the bug net in Swordless logic to go through Agawon?
It is.
Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't sure.
And there's your lamp.
Wow. Daaanty getting really, really good play here.
So technically, for Aga to have in logic with the bucket, we still would need the cape to get past the barrier in front of Aga Tower.
Yeah.
But if we get the cape, then there's a chance.
Yeah. And we haven't. Oh, right. We found the key in Sanctuary. So the back is now technically in logic.
Yeah. Wait. So, oh wait, Daaanty wasn't at Sank already. Yeah. So Kermit is going to be able to go through, but Daaanty, when he even quits in Dark Cross potentially, which I assume he's going to check with the lamp in hand, is going to realize maybe that there might be something in back of his cape that he can get already. But there's a Moon Girl in Blindside Out.
Yeah. So we are just cape and bugnet from Agawon. To get to the Dark Pearls. But
obviously, we don't want to hope for that for the runners, just for our satisfaction.
Yeah. But yeah, just the lamp in the front of the escape. Okay, Daaanty did not do Dark Cross. That key might lead him back there.
Well, he's gonna know that either the map or 3 items, or an item is gonna be there. From his perspective, I think he thought, okay, there's a 50-50 chance to have a key or a map for Dark Cross right now, so I'm not gonna do it. I might find my glove, go back of escape, find 2 items, and never gonna see Dark Cross. But now he's at least knows there's only a 25% chance left.
Hey, that was the single arrow on Bottom Merchant. Then what was on Lumberjack?
Only 10 arrows then, I assume.
Yeah, because I swear I did not see a number.
Well, I think Daaanty didn't check it yet, but maybe
Yeah.
if we find the glove, go up Death Mountain, or find the boots, we're gonna get another look at it.
Now, here's the thing. Daaanty is going into the village with a bottle. Okay, that flute saves Kermit.
And that makes it easy for Kermit to come back for the bottle when he checks themselves.
Yeah.
So not a big time investment for Kermit there if he comes back only for a bottle at some point. But yeah.
And yeah, chat says that they were also very sure it was single arrow on Lumberjack lead, so I'm confused. Did they replace the swords with single arrows?
I thought it's 20 rupees written in 20 and a green rupee.
Yeah.
All right, nothing on the library. Kermit last time immediately went for the race game item, and he does it again.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 items of worth in the entire village.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to check this immediately.
And technically even money or some bombs would help, right? We have nothing else.
Yeah.
It is some money. And he's not gonna take it. Sure, Kermit. Make me a liar.
Oh, right. Andy in chat says that maybe there is a second arrow for the replace for the second bow.
Oh, that could be the case. That is true.
Yeah, that could very well be the case.
I would have thought that this is going to be a 20 as well, if I would have like thought about it, but maybe it was an additional second arrow. That's true.
That mystery solved. We did get our glove in the dam.
Yep.
That's not going to be hiding. So we are a hammer or mitts for Dark World access. Our runners really want that hammer. Because if you get gloves Dark World access, that's bad.
It's a mess. Kermit in the mini Molong kick for bomb. Good for now. So dropping bombs, that's nice. And Daaanty getting his flute. So gonna activate the flute and probably gonna go south first. Well, there's your mitts because you wanted the hammer. There's the silvers and the bow and 20 rupees and a piece of heart. So good loadout now.
Yeah, I mean, at least we have a decent weapon to kill things in the Dark World with mitts.
Yeah, I mean, the bow itself is not too easy to use, but the weapon itself, right, the silver arrows killing pretty much every creep in the Dark World. Kermit getting that bottle, actually, and that's going to be helpful, I think, in the Dark World, other than, you know, for death warping.
Yeah. And yeah, Kermit is immediately going back to second, which unfortunately just had a piece of heart today.
Yeah, but he's gonna go here in the Dark World probably, or maybe flying to 6 and check Meyer area. But one thing we have to already mark is that Kermit has not done front of escape, and there was nothing besides the lamp and the ice rod on Uncle, I think, or on the Uncle chest.
So he's going eastern.
I think he wants to see Saha really quickly. No, he's gonna go eastern itself. Okay, never mind. Well, okay, we have the bow, right? So
if we can clear it, I can understand the logic of you want to clear a clearable crystal dungeon.
For sure. And he has 6 hearts. You know, not having the lamp is not what you want. But it's okay. With 6 hearts, it's good.
Yeah, and you're gonna get a lot of arrows in here as well.
And also the fairy in a bottle, so you should actually be really fine here. Like we get hard on the old man.
The one thing here is that we don't have boots.
Yeah, but in all honesty, boots aren't as strong in Swordless as in when you have swords, because you can't simply dash through everything in the world basically.
Yeah, but in Eastern specifically, you have these long corridors without enemies.
Yeah.
It's really, really slow. I'm actually doing a Genus Cave. Doing these, okay.
Let's get that out early probably and see from here on what's going on.
Yeah, I also like that Daaanty got the rescue the old man and get a safe spot, because that is a much quicker save spot with the flute.
Yeah, that's true. We're getting his first glove now. Probably gonna see back of escape pretty quickly from Daaanty. I would assume at least.
Yeah. I believe we've seen at least one item in. No, we've seen 2 items in Eastern, and the big key. Okay, that's a compass. So I believe this is the 50-50.
Yeah, this is the 50-50. I mean, everyone who saw Game 3 before saw that Kermit was ready to take some risks, and I'm not surprised he's doing it here as well.
Ooh. Yeah, that one got away from him.
There's another pot with 5 rupees here.
Yeah, but that's only 5.
But technically, he only needs 2. If he takes 1 to find the position. No. Oh, that's not good. Now you can kill. Now he found him, but he can't kill him. All right.
Yeah.
But that's what's happening when you don't have the lamp. That can happen.
Yeah, and this is why even runners of this caliber want the lamp. Especially a swordless, since you can't see where your sprite is.
Are we going to do it again?
No. This has to be Sahat.
So he saved and quitted because he didn't want to give his fairy away for death warping.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah. You have mix, you have Darkwood access.
And I think the choice to Eastern, and it showed me that he's going back to Saha as well, is just you want to see if you don't get an early hammer somewhere. You want to know if there's like an early hammer available here at Saha or in Eastern. Since he found 2 items in Eastern already, he's probably gonna say whatever. Well, there's 20 arrows. That is the most unfortunate arrow pickup I've seen probably in all my rando years.
That is the game.
Such unfortunate timing for that.
Yeah, that is the game taunting you.
You did check Sicket already. All right, we're going to the dark.
This is Darkwood. So back of escape, a lot of money and some arrows.
Yeah, and Daaanty was right to not check the Dark Cross because that's only the map. Alright, we're leaving Skillwoods. It's a pendant, the same as Meyer, and green pendant pod, red crystal, and swamp. So we're gonna need pretty much every item that's possible in the game. And the only ones we don't need would be the flute and the Naya medallion. But since we have the flute already, who cares?
Yeah. We're gonna need a medallion for Turtle Rock.
True.
That's what.
Daaanty needs to be a little bit careful, but it's fine now. So ether for Meyer. I'm gonna see what Meyer Shed has for us. Nothing of relevance, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's it's good to have the Maya knowledge this early, because you don't want to see that ether ever unless it's required for Turtle Rock.
Yeah, you at least want to have the information of what would technically be needed to get into Maya to value at your options.
Yeah, and that's Flippers. And
yeah, and I'm going to be curious. I think Kermit is going to walk out of this dungeon. I think he wants to keep his fairy for now, because yeah, 7 hearts is nice, sure, but still no good hammer or anything that, you know, makes fighting easier. And now Daaanty's going to Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, he has the lamp as well, so
Yeah.
he's not going to have any problems here.
Probably the same thought process as Kermit, right? You want to check that out real quick, even though you don't have the boots. Oh, Kermit is going to continue, actually. Without the hammer, without anything to beat blind. All right, that's ballsy, but maybe he's going to be lucky and find something good in here to actually finish blind, or maybe even get the hammer to full clear the whole dungeon. But yeah, Daaanty going to Eastern early as well, kind of telling that you still have a bad loadout for Dark World itself. Like, sure, bow is nice, but you want to have your hammer, you want to have your fire rod or mirror maybe for potential better routing. Like, there's so many good items out there that you can simply get in Eastern. And
yeah, and
that's a reasonable thought to have.
You could also want an invincibility item of some kind.
Sure.
Because green mail,
there could be anything that helps you in the Dark World here, right? And Eastern, you can just full clear it, and yeah, just waiting for the boots is, well, sometimes it's a good idea, but it's not always a good idea. So you have to weigh at some point what you really want to do. Ooh, Kermit has to be careful here.
Yeah, these crickets hurt on green mail. They hurt a lot. Like that.
Don't waste all your arrows, Kermit. You already made some experience there. Ooh, 1 heart, but still have a fairy, so should be still fine.
Yeah, it's fair. He has the fairy. He can just keep walking now, but you do want to say that.
I mean, if he manages to keep his health, you know, maybe after bringing blind home, you know, you use that health to simply death warp and release your fairy just before the fight.
Yeah, maybe. Now, Daaanty is gonna go to the big keep chest, which Kermit skipped.
Alright, only the note. We're gonna take blind home, but can't beat the dungeon edge. No, you don't need the heart. You want a death warp.
Does Kermit think he can beat blind? Nope.
It's the fairy.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, Daaanty only got the map. So technically, the choice from Kermit to not go to the big chest was correct. He doesn't know yet, but
no. But I think Kermit is just gonna trigger blind here and leave.
Yeah, exactly. He can't beat it. Like as strong as the silvers are, blind is the one who says no, not with me.
Yeah.
Kind of like Morphula.
Yeah.
Surprise, Kermit went into Thieves Down before checking Sea-shaped house and potentially 1 or 2 other things.
Yeah.
There might just be a hammer here, and then you know you had this unfortunate dip into the village. Sorry, into Thieves Town that you couldn't beat.
We've had a lot of bomb drops from a lot of enemies.
Mm. Oh, there's your mirror. So that would have helped instead of death warping.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like a hammer or something like that. But actually kill one. Oh, this puts powder in logic.
And he's gonna go for that. I'm surprised he's not taking the smith, honestly.
Yeah, but
like Kermit is not a smith chain lover for sure.
Is there magic? Is there magic down here?
Yeah, he.
Yeah, I
Definitely
don't think
right.
that there's magic down there, so you're gonna need some.
But you just bring home the smith, and then you get your you have magic.
I think he's gonna go to digging game first.
Yeah, he's going to digging game. The question is he going to pick up the smith afterwards? Because Kermit is known for skipping the smith chain entirely.
Okay. I think he might, because he was going for that powder. He's probably going to get a small magic container. The big game.
And you have 6 rupees to less, Kermit.
Okay,
Wow, so the
this
first
is a
20 minutes are not going in Kermit's favor.
no. This is a bit of a tilter. You just went to powder to magic back without magic. You go to the digging game without the money.
And you went to Eastern earlier, right? And you couldn't finish it. Like those
Mm-hmm.
like 3 big time losses.
Yeah.
Well, not big, but natural time. There's the green goo. Now you can go in powder. So Kermit gets pretty much everything after he needs it.
Yeah. No, he's not gonna go backwards.
Even with the mirror before, going into Thieves' Stand would have been nice. Here's your Quake. Okay, that might be needed for Turtle Rock. Daaanty taking his sweet time waiting for the Wallmaster Durab. Being very patient about it.
So we're gonna get Hype Cave here. Let's see what the score will be today. I doubt it will be higher than 3.
Oh, I mean, we have a lot of good items open, right? I can see the big hammer here. But we're gonna see. That's good, Blue Mail. Well, that would be a sword, I guess. Well, you're right, probably, but I think the Blue Mail is pretty good in Swordless.
It's pretty good. It's a 3, definitely, but the rest of the stuff there just nothing. So 3 out of 10.
Meanwhile, Daaanty found a compass in the big key chest, and now a small key in the front. And
Oh wow! Are we actually doing? Okay, so
I think this is just a ledge check, like Hylia check. He can't go into ice right now.
yeah, but you can go to pod.
Well, I think he's gonna more try to get the Zora area, maybe, but this could still be pod for sure. I mean, it's a pendant, right? Like, this is a scenario where you maybe don't want to even have the hammer for pod because you don't want to go to Helma, actually. By the way, Daaanty found a map here in Skowitz. So we found a map and the compass. That means that we definitely have an item on the boss. Might be locked by the big key in between, but there's guaranteed item locked behind the boss in Skowitz, and we are at Zora area. There's the second item for Daaanty, or rather the first one in Skowitz, but knows probably where the second one is. Are you a fan of shields, Titan?
Not really. They lag. Not very useful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest to you, but I think the mirror shield still looks cool. Not that I like it to have, but it looks cool.
I don't agree. I think the mirror shield blocks too much of the sprites. That we like to see what the different sprites.
From that perspective, I agree. But in general, like having that massive shield, pushing your opponents away.
Yeah, and Kermit is going back into the dark world here.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go to pod now. Finishing afterwards, I assume.
Yeah, probably.
So I think Kermit's gonna look for the hammer specifically in pod. We have the bow. We did the major item locations like Hype Cave and Village, so there's no real big item location left. Oh, he's even go. Oh, yeah, right. We have Hobo still.
Yeah, the intended way to go to Hobo.
Is that so? I don't know.
Yeah, it is the intended way to mirror there, but they also have the other way to swim up.
I thought this was more like the option to tell you, if you didn't realize already, there's a way to, there's a specific way here. And when you're in Dark World, they tell you, hey, maybe you try to mirror here and then see what's on the left.
I mean, true. I'm not 100% sure if it is intended.
Well, at least it's an intended option, right? That's more important.
Yeah.
So we're actually not going to pot immediately. We're going to see that pyramid ledge first.
Yeah, we want those boots soon, because this walking around the world is really, really slow. And Daaanty forgetting he had a ferry.
No, I think he got actually hit on the way. He's not done in these.
Oh, he was actually hit. I thought he was death hopping. My bad. And
mirror here. All right, he's gonna get his ice rod. I was worried about that, but not for long anymore, I guess. And if he's gonna continue in Hyrule Castle, he's gonna find his lamp. So that makes that pot and Eastern do way better the second time he's there, if he's gonna so choose to.
I like the effectiveness of Kermit's route.
Yeah, I mean, so technically, I think you're right, but on the other hand, some of his decisions. Oh, he's actually fluting away.
Okay.
You have done Sicket already, bro.
Yeah, that's the third time he's gone for Sicket's house. I think there might be some mentals going on here. That's a third time he's gone for that.
I feel like he played a seed like an hour before, forgetting to check Sicket and last locating or something. Like that. All right. So we're going Northern Dark World. All right. So he wants to see. No, we're not going Northern Dark World. Do we do Smith Chain? What are we gonna do?
Probably.
Is this a powder only check?
Just checking the powder. Wow.
That is a massive time investment. Like, I don't know if I would do that, but sure, if it works out.
Yeah, but unfortunately for him, Daaanty is right behind him, and he is doing Smith Chain.
Well, it depends, right? I think he's gonna do it since he wants to fly the purple chest away, probably. But he could decide to just take the purple chest and go south. And
Thanks, Magic Cat.
To avoid.
And the Smith was actually having a vanilla sword today.
Of course, right? On the day where you're playing Swordless.
Yeah, Daaanty picking up the chest and is gonna hop down.
Gonna check the desert ledge and it's now gonna bet desert, I assume. Wants to see if it's bowlock or not. Technically, well, he can't even full clear it. He doesn't have a lamp.
Yeah. So that lamp for Daaanty has turned out such big help.
Yeah, for now at least, for sure.
Yeah, no, not just that. He has a fire source to clear desert when he wants to.
Assuming we don't need boots. There's still a chance that we probably need boots and can't finish it now, and Kermit might find the lamp or the fire rod later on. Again, I don't know if you want to finish it, then you're right.
And also the Eastern Dark Room. Daaanty heading back into the Dark World. He's gonna do.
Yeah, he has to go this way because when you use the mirror and the mitts to get to powder, there's no way back unless you have the hammer. Since you're
yeah, but I was just wondering.
Well, he hasn't done High Cave, right? And
right.
So many items, so
yeah.
I think he hasn't even seen Cave 45, Stumpy. Like, there's so many items on the way, and if we know that he's not gonna find anything there, so I will think that he's gonna go to Pod next, since he's already in the Dark World. But we'll see.
I mean, hammer and pendant pod and swordless. That's like one of the worst ones. Okay, so it is boots locked.
So technically, not yet the lamp too important. However,
No.
it already had impact in Kermit not being able to finish Eastern. There is a small key, so we might get the boots here. Who knows?
So yeah, Daaanty is doing checks that Kermit checked before.
And there's one item boots lock in desert. So you're gonna save him quit. Probably gonna see the 30-minute back of escape now. That looks like it.
No. This is probably the mountain.
I think it's gonna be back of escape first, and then the next.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Back of escape first. Yeah, true. That is the 3 items there.
I mean, there's also a chance instead of going mountain, right? There's only Hera, and you don't have a weapon, and I don't think Kermit wants to go into the 3rd dungeon that he can finish, since he's dipped Eastern couldn't finish, dipped Eastern couldn't finish, and then going back to Hera. I think he might flew to 3, going north Darkwood, checking Graveyard Ledge, Catfish, and from there on go to Pod. I can see that definitely. But maybe this is gonna be something else. Maybe this is gonna be front escape or something. No,
This is at least, yeah, this is at least flipper checks from Daaanty. Not sure if it's going to be more. And Kermit doesn't even want to rescue the old man. Just running up the mountain. Bloomerang, okay. Not what we need. And some bombs. Okay, so we're not doing flipper checks on Daanty's side. Okay, this is interesting.
Now he's gonna check Catfish, mirror over to Zora, check all these things, take the portal back, walk down to Pyramid Ledge, and then probably makes his way to Pod, unless he finds things that say to him, no, I'm gonna do something else, like probably a hammer only would bring him away from Run to Pod right now, since he has to, he can flute to 5 and then go to the other portal, like Pod area.
Yeah.
But I think he wants to be full clearing every part of the game, as long as it's not safe. Just say where to go. So there's a small key and a big key in Hera, so there could technically be something in Hera basement, even though we can't finish the boss.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, you could use silver arrows, but I guess he doesn't know. The red mail for Daaanty here on Catfish. That is definitely a nice upgrade.
It's nice to have. Yeah, we're going to get to see what the Scamfish has for us today.
Kermit couldn't check this earlier on. He didn't have the money from back of escape. They were like 350 rupees or something.
Yeah.
So Daaanty even has enough money to enter Pod afterward.
It's a compass. That's probably bad.
I mean, he could still, we have one item guaranteed either behind the boss or this lamp, so it's looking pretty bad already. But we're gonna see what that big chest has first. 300 rupees, so that's not good.
We have no invulnerability items, so Spike Cave is out.
Well, we wouldn't have the hammer as well, right? So, but I think Kermit is gonna maybe dip Skullwoods and then go north Dark World. Maybe he's gonna skip Skullwoods as well. But yeah, Daaanty, I think Daaanty didn't do Graveyard Ledge, right? So there is some isolation there.
Yeah. We also haven't seen what's on Bumper Ledge, but without a cape. We can just look at it.
Yep.
I mean, right now, Pod is the most enticing clear because it has the most density.
Yeah, and also you don't need the hammer, right? Like, sure, if it's pedestal or green pendant, yeah, then you need the hammer. But assuming it's not, then you simply go in with your bow and, you clear as much as you can, hopefully find some progression like a hook shot, like a hammer, something like that, that opens Death Mountain, and then continue from there on. Yeah, Kermit is going to get his second shield here in the big chest of Skullwoods. Meanwhile, Daaanty's going to find both the boots-locked Desert Palace and
Yeah,
one
he's
item.
not going to be happy about this big key. He wants to be able to clear it here.
Yeah. I mean, probably it's whatever. Because that at least tells him that he gets the boots at some point. But for him right now, there's no big chance that your opponent had boots and came here to clear it, unless they're in pod, which Daaanty probably very much knows that there's a chance that Kermit went to pod. But actually, we do know better. He didn't. So I'm gonna need some new checks at some point. And I think all we have left is actually Graveyard Ledge and Palace of Darkness. Well, technically, there's one chest in Swamp as well. So that would be fun, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the hammer's never been there, right?
Surely not. And there's no hookshot in that swamp as well, right? Because that would be too much fun.
Yeah. Daaanty is also going to go up the mountain and be disappointed by Hera.
Yeah, it looks like Daaanty not wanting to come back to pod yet.
Yeah, I think at this point both runners have decided, okay, pod is going to be my last check, because both of them have been over there and chosen not to do it.
Yeah, but the one thing for Daaanty is he still has the lamp, right? He can check still basement for the second item potentially. Because there's one more item in here, and it's either on the boss or in the basement, but Kermit didn't have the lamp to check it. Because he's not been to front of this cave yet.
No. And he also knows that there is a map in the 1, 2, 3, 4 checks left in the front of this cave. We do get Graveyard Ledge. So, money.
And that would be a sword.
So, I believe that leaves pod.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see anything else.
This might be Kermit just running east to Catfish here.
I would assume so, because I think that's why he left after checking Uncle. Yep, this is Catfish.
Yeah, to Catfish and then do Zora.
Well, maybe. We don't know. I can see him actually waiting with Zora, because really he can fluctuate anytime and take the portal. And
Daaanty, you have silvers.
Yeah, he has them.
Yeah, but they both have silvers, and they still use them on the hard.
Am I wrong that they are not like killable with silvers? Did I miss something?
No. Even Daanty's teammate in chat is giving a frowny face.
Because like when someone like Daaanty is not gonna use this, for me, obvious thing to at least try out, I'm getting curious that I may be the one who's wrong. But maybe just, in the heat of the moment, just not thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, it is not a common strategy to use on those, but the runners with this caliber, you almost expected to know that, but it is a heat of the moment, and you can forget a lot of things when you are stressed.
And especially, usually you find a bow and you find the silvers, even regardless if they're progressive or not. And now we only found the bow, and we immediately had silvers, right? So that you can easily forget that you actually got silvers by never seeing them, because you got the bow and they were, in the quiver, basically.
Yeah, and those enemies are called hard heads, right?
I don't know.
Oh no. Daaanty didn't do Hera Basement.
He did not. I wonder if he did that on purpose or if he forgot about it. Because really, if I put myself in that moment, I can see myself forgetting, yeah, Hera Basement can actually have my hammer. Because you're not used to go to that middle part of Hera and then, going back to basement.
Okay, chat reminding us, fair. It is a 50-50 if the item is in the basement or on the boss.
It is. And I mean, Pod has at least 4 items to offer, if not all 5. So, but it is a long way. Like, if the hammer is simply in Hera Basement, then you're probably gonna be annoyed by yourself.
I mean, it's good for Kermit because he can't even do the basement.
Oh, for sure. Currently, after almost 40 minutes, Daaanty had 1 crystal, but Kermit is gonna pick that crystal up a little bit later after his pod dip, and Daaanty still has to walk the pod, while Kermit is already in pod, so I can see Daaanty being a little ahead, and there's the pod all along was the... Do you not go and finish Eastern?
I don't think he wants to do that until he gets the line.
So I can tell there's gonna be a team meeting at some point. I think Kermit's nerves are a bit hitting right here because the seat wasn't very nice to him for now. Like getting a root treatment here and there. All the items if they need them. But
I do want to agree with chat here. I think Kermit feels incredibly behind.
He does. With every play that was coming until this pod moment, probably made him even more, or rather less confident in his position.
The question is, if Daaanty stays further in here and there's nothing else in pod, that's gonna be a time waste.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know for sure.
But I mean, it is a very ballsy move to actually just get that hook shot and then bailing immediately, even from the Eastern play.
I think he in his mind he was like, oh, I'm done with pod. Like there's a king, that's good. There's no chance that I'm gonna go deeper into pod right here. So I have to, get out and usually use save and quit, but he probably forgot in that moment that he had to clear Eastern. Probably like 2 seconds later after like save and quitting, he's probably gonna remember like, oh, damn, that was Eastern left, I should have done that now. But okay, things happen.
Yeah,
continue from there.
We do have a lot of checks here on the mountain, but Paradox Cave having a cane, which is nice to have. It is a weapon to kill blind with.
Yeah, so technically blind could also have the hammer right now.
Yeah.
Because he had a key in the front. So blind is in logic without the hammer. And there could be some fun shenanigans going on in Deep Stun in theory.
Now, Daaanty is going to continue in pod here.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Until this point, he has pretty much cleared the seed as effective as possible and not leaving any weird checks behind. I mean, that graveyard ledge was probably the only thing he could have done after his go with, but then it's a heavy time investment. You have so many better stuff to do. So it was very reasonable to leave that for a moment and later come back.
Yep. But I mean, even at this point, Daaanty also has to feel behind. Because this is your last check. This is your last location.
I think Daaanty doesn't really know where he is in the race, because if you watched the last race, where Kermit widely skipped and some things and did some interesting plays, let's say, there's a fire up, that's the next good item. So we could be having a hammer on Morthiel as well, because there's the second item in Still Woods. But yeah, like I think Dante's just simply gonna go and play his game and see what's gonna be the outcome. I think that's his mind, because that is what to be expected.
So that is Bombos for Turtle Rock.
Interesting.
But
We could
there
also
was
go ice.
there was nothing up on the mountain that gives us progression right now.
Well, the fire rod does, right? We get the back of Skullwoods and we get an ice palace entrance.
True.
And for Kermit, he could actually do Hero Basement as well now, right? He doesn't need to land anymore.
I did forget about the fire rod, and this is the ice palace. Okay. So far, nothing else in pod, but I don't think we've gotten much items out yet.
I don't think so, yeah. So we're technically only looking for Bombo's hammer and the boots for Go mode.
I mean, we still have swamp.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the hammer, right, then you got even the entirety of swamp and technically the red bomb with Eastern being clearable.
No, I mean the first chest.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't think it's gonna be swamp right now. I do think that like that hook shot,
Nobody's going swamp at this point.
Yeah, I think with that hook shot, that's probably the way to your hammer. Probably, but you know, you never know unless you check swamp.
So the play by Kermit was correct. There was nothing else in pod.
I don't know if we still have an item on Helma store that
Kermit, you have the cane.
Yeah, but I think he's I think he thinks he maybe can't go because he can't get the key, but he simply probably didn't understand that he's just got a key or something like that, or is just not comfortable right now.
I think he's not feeling comfortable right now. That has to be the main reason.
Yeah, like you don't want to mess anything up, but then there's bomb jump, so
yeah, I mean this is a harder trick in my book.
They can go much more wrong.
Yeah.
This looks good. No, it was not. There was one pixel off.
Yeah, I mean, because this setup, some people actually use the sword to set up the pixel.
That's, by the way, reasonable. He has the cane, so even if he finds the hammer, which is the most likely progression item we find next, since it opens up the most things, this is okay to not have the switch in the other direction. Because even if he finds the hammer, he already found a key. He's gonna find a big key as well, so you can just go the cane way to the boss. Yeah, it's gonna use that key for here now. There's only a map.
Yeah, I believe a lot of these choices that these runners have done right now is mostly because of they're feeling behind. Oh, hi, Bumpos.
I mean, Rule of Fire strikes again, right? So
yeah, I mean, we had a message in the bottom saying what the island was gonna be there, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't help him. So still, there's no location opened up. But still, you want to see that bomb this early, right? Because anything that you can get before the hammer is pretty much good.
Yeah, I mean, TR isn't even open because you do need the hammer to open it.
Exactly. That's why probably Kermit wants to see the boots next, so nothing pretty much opens up and his go mode is rather close.
Yeah.
Alright, but there's no hammer in here, so are we going Skullwoods next, or do we finish? I don't know. Well, what is everyone to do? Do we finish blind? I mean, imagine just going to blind now, and then you get your hammer. Are we gonna do front of escape now? All right. Now it's time for escape after 48 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Daaanty is cleaning up the mountain, the Dark Mountain, getting his cane.
Oh, he's going. No, he's not going Hero Basement. I thought he's gonna go Hero Basement now.
No, Spiral
yeah.
Cave.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Spiral Cave. Never mind, of course.
I don't think Kermit did Spiral Cave.
No, he didn't. I've never seen him in there in the seat. I think he
Okay.
finished after Hookshot Cave. Ooh, that would be an awful spot.
Yeah. Would have shot an arrow into that chest when I see that lamp.
Just a heart container. We're running out of options.
Yeah. So we have Skullwoods, the back of Skullwoods. We have the first chest in Swamp. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, we have Blind and Hera Basement.
Blind Hera Basement. Every single one of them really, really bad locations.
Yeah, it's pick your poison at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Daanty's poison is gonna be Skullwoods because he at least knows that there's a guaranteed item on the boss.
Yep. Is it guaranteed to be on the boss and not in the chest?
Yes, because we found the map and the compass, and there's a rule because there's a key door right in front of Mopula, and that means that there cannot be any small key on the boss. So there's either a map or compass.
Oh, Kermit has not counted his items.
Yep, he definitely did not.
He is gonna be so sad when he sees that map. So you bail out on Pod after getting one item, but you're walking to Dark Cross.
I think he's done with that. He's just going wherever he wants to go, you know. And it's okay if you don't feel comfortable, then just do whatever you want, even though it's just a map in here.
Yeah, and that spin tells me, oh crap.
Yep. Not as raised today for now, but he's not out, so there could still things happen. Like,
and also,
blind,
Daaanty did go and check the bridge chest,
and there was a key, right?
Yeah, it was a small key.
So, well, maybe Daaanty did did not know anymore that he found Bob, or maybe he doesn't know about the logic implication there if you find a compass.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him any bit less of a runner like Daanty's.
No.
It's Kermit, so please, guys, if you feel like it, please follow these runners.
Yeah, please go follow these runners, and we are gonna get a blind check here, which makes perfect sense. It's a crystal. You have to clear this up.
But this is an actual reasonable play right now for Kermit, but it's not gonna be an easy fight.
Nope.
He has only got the Cane of Memoria. He got a red mail. But other than that,
Yeah, and Daaanty needs to do these fire shots correctly to kill Mopula.
Yeah, he still got the green goo that he found in K45, so even if he, gets some damage negated, he's still probably gonna be good.
Yeah, but Mopula is not being fun, and he had two.
He has a golden bee. Imagine the kill with the golden bee.
No, he had two green potions.
Yeah, only one in the golden bee, but maybe whatever. But this is only a heart container, so this is not correct. So we're looking at placement.
I think Kermit is really happy with his green shield right now, or his red shield, because that blocked a lot of shots.
Wait, and it's not blind, so it's either Hera Basement or first chest of Swamp.
I mean, come on, you do first chest of Swamp, right? Yes, it's a very, very long check, but for the meme.
I mean, there's no, either he goes there or Skullwoods from here. And
Skullwoods makes more sense.
Yeah,
true. And Daaanty is probably gonna go and finish Beasttown now.
Yeah.
Which also makes sense for them. It's the densest checks that they have left.
What is happening in this seat?
Oh yeah, Daaanty hasn't done ice yet.
No, he hasn't.
So I think this is Daaanty just clearing this dungeon and then going to ice.
Yeah, I think Daaanty was just thinking, okay, I can dip ice and leave items behind, but I also can, leave items behind in Thief's Stone, but at least finish the dungeon.
Mhm.
And then there's only the big chest, which I actually don't know if we have an item in there or not. I don't remember the map and compass situation yet, Thieves.
Me neither.
Alright, Kermit also taking his time to get the key here, which is not necessarily necessary. So, gentleman's agreement without, ever talking, I guess.
Yeah, we're just down to two spots where we could find out progression. Now remember, progression doesn't have to be the boots or the hammer. We could find a shovel, we could find tape.
Oh yeah.
The one that
we can even find ether, right?
no, because we can't use ether without the hammer.
Oh, right. Oh no, wait. People say in chat at least one. Yes, I knew it. That guy also said you can use medallions to open the dungeons.
Okay, okay.
I had a race where my hammer was actually in mire, and then I was like,
yeah. I was certain you needed the hammer to actually use those spots, but never mind.
So what's done? So really right now, obviously Daaanty has checked a little bit more than Kermit. Kermit left a lot of things.
Yeah.
But technically, this is only an Eastern finish ahead. There's no item difference right now. And it's up to who finds the next progression and, does the crystal dungeons first. Daanty's going to retake the lead right now, but Kermit already away here. I'm going to be interested in where he wants to go. It looks like Hera... Oh,
he hasn't done the old man yet.
Wow. What a check.
Yeah, when you're doing blind like this, you want this shield. You absolutely want this shield.
Looks pretty good on Daanty's side. Ooh, gets a little stuck in the corner. Okay, there we go. Give up, buddy.
Now, is this gonna be the Hera play?
No.
Nope.
Is he gonna go back to pod right now? Or is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna go flute to 3, so...
This might be Smith Chain.
Smith Chain into a swamp dip? Is that a check?
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna warp that direction anyway. And he never got to do powder either.
Also, Daaanty going to swamp right now, so we're gonna
know...
wait.
No, he did powder. Never mind.
Yeah. Daanty's gonna show us if swamp is the answer or if we actually have to go to Hera basement. I mean, even if swamp has a hammer, right, there could still be boots in Hera basement. So imagine when you recap the seed thinking, oh, I had 2 choices and I thought I got the right one and the boots would actually be the better one since they don't open up this much. And you just wasted all your time checking everything else besides Hera basement.
Yeah, this is Daaanty is making the play. This is a horrible play normally because you don't have the hammer. You have just walked from the village of outcasts all the way here for one check.
For both dungeons, right? For Hera and for Swamp, you don't know if you even get an item. Like one of them has something, but there could be in the other one just a map or a compass, whatever is missing.
I mean, yeah, and Daaanty already still has all of ice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Kermit is gonna do Smith Chain.
It's the key. What's gonna be?
It is.
The boots. So that is pretty good for Daaanty.
Mm-hmm.
Because Daaanty knows, all right, there's only a Hera basement, potentially. I got my 2 boots checked, and then I have no checks anymore. So he knows his go mode is pretty quick, because hammer go mode is super quick. Well, technically he has still to get his bombos, but I assume as soon as he gets the hammer soon, he's gonna waste no time and go into ice. And bombos was in the freezer room on the way, so there's no chance that Daaanty's gonna miss his bombos there.
No. Daaanty is first going to pick up potions.
Oh, we're gonna finish desert first, right? We still had desert with the
Yeah. I mean, it could be on the boss and desert. We know there's an item left in here. Or in the big chest. Daaanty, yeah. Daaanty, the big key. Daaanty, big key. Uh-oh.
He's gonna know when he's at the boss.
Yeah. No, no.
Yeah, he knows now.
He realizes. He realizes. Whoops.
You don't want to give your opponent this additional time. We see Ice Rock Cave now on Kermit. So Kermit is backtracking a lot, and that's the problem with skipping things, right? Because when you have to backtrack, it mostly costs a lot of time, unless because of new items you could route them faster or something else. So also there's one more item for Kermit in Eastern as well. So I can see him going to Eastern pretty quickly. But then this is gonna be Eastern.
Sorry, I'm laughing at chat. And these 2 teammates are in chat. One of them asking the other if they want to be the good cop or bad cop later. Sorry.
I mean, I would love to know who's who, but I guess that's more of a private thing. So
team meetings after the escape for both teams.
Yeah, this this is a good one for now. So you're gonna see if that hammer is simply here on Landmo, or maybe in the big chest. Or I think Daaanty did check the big chest, right, by getting the big key.
I'm not sure.
I would assume he did. Oh, he mirrored.
Yep,
Okay,
he mirrored immediately.
All right.
So,
all right.
yeah. Now, hammer go mode, as you said, is there is not much where the hammer could be.
Well, it could be in the big chest.
Yeah. It cannot be in Thieves Town anymore. Because the last check in Thieves Town is hammer locked.
All right, look, Kermit, how easy that dark room is if you have a lamp.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one of the last 4 checks we have remaining. You know what? Maybe so. People saying there was an arrow and lumberjack, right? Imagine that if that was the hammer instead. But I guess you guys would have seen that.
Yeah. No.
That we get the bugnet at some point.
Yeah, we don't have the bug. There it is.
There is the hammer. So we are in no mode, but Daaanty is gonna still need to finish Ice Palace to get him to go.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a full clearable dungeon. It makes sense to go that now.
And looks like we're going there. Daaanty, I think we need to go. Yeah. All right, at least another talking point in the team meeting. So, Daaanty wanting to go to Swamp, getting to go to the Dark World first. Alright, Kermit, where are we going right now? We have to go to the Dark World.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he has anything left to do in the Dark World here except Swamp.
Well, yes and no, right? Because he still has to go here if he wants to go to pod. But since he's not going north backward, I assume this is gonna be Swamp Palace first and then pod if it's not there. Because
Yeah.
I think Kermit knows that if something is in pod, he probably lost. So first chest Swamp is actually better for him.
Mhm.
But even if he's right, which he would be, he probably knows that he can't really feel good about his routing because he rechecked a lot of stuff, and yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate with Eastern. So
Yeah. Now, to be fair, he has done a lot of skips that have been perfectly valid. As in, we know that those checks are nothing.
like I can see so for Kermit it's gonna be a go mode hammer, right? So Daaanty might full clear Swamp here and even do Pyramid Ferry if he wants to. And that might be some time that Kermit needs to come back. There's still GT routing and stuff. Like this race is still not over.
It is not over. To be fair, Daaanty has a small lead. That is clear. He has 3 crystals down over 2 for Kermit.
Yeah, and he's gonna even gain some more time because Kermit right now he's gonna be on his double dip in Swamp. So
I mean, it's a forced double dip. So
yeah, but that takes additional time, right? Because
Mhm.
the moment Kermit gets in go mode will be with his second crystal, with his third crystal, and Daaanty is gonna be done here in Swamp already.
Yeah, now it is a 1-item go mode, so I don't think that he's gonna do left side.
Well, he's gonna go to the back first, right?
Yeah.
But as far as I've seen Daaanty play in this and the last race as well, he's not gonna leave an item behind, and just give Kermit a free chance to win the race. Even though you could think that your opponent might skip that, but I don't know. So Kermit got his boots. He saved, but probably boots checked first.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's gonna do the boots checks in the sank area.
Yeah, and you have a little bit of trouble here with the diver down. Going for the bomb shot. No, we're gonna go with the can again. There we go. So that is valuable time that Kermit is losing right now by checking these checks instead of simply finishing Desert first, having one item there.
Yeah. But I mean, you just got the boots. These are the checks that you first think of when you get the boots.
Or you will do Desert before anything else as well, I think. Because he wants to know if the boots lock the hammer in the end and that, Swamp Dip was required and he never had to go any deeper into the pod. Because for him, it's now hammer go mode, right? So he knows he's not gonna clear anything in Swamp. He's not gonna clear anything in Turtle Rock. He's not gonna do anything basically, but just go mode as soon as he finds his hammer behind the boots.
Yeah.
And there's there's the Desert. Meanwhile, we have an Argus fight with silver arrows. I like that.
Yeah, and this is the one time when not having a boomerang helps. Because the quick swap is faster.
Still gotta be a little bit careful. You don't want to put up the mirror.
No, that would be bad.
That is the moment when you understand that, as you said, not having a boomerang can be very, very advantageous.
But a very, very nice hook shot and silvers.
Oh, missing 2 arrows. You're getting a fire out, missing the fire out. Here we go.
And Kermit is immediately going to check the big chest and is going to be in go mode before Daaanty.
Yeah, so basically we're talking about the Swamp go mode, but Daaanty might still go back into Swamp if he decides
to. If Daaanty goes back inside, this is still close. This is still anybody's race.
And then I can see it's still doing Pyramid Fairy, because if you want to do Pyramid Fairy, now is the chance. But
nope.
So Daaanty's gonna be good. All right. There was a chance, but no.
So I would say that Kermit is maybe a dungeon behind.
Yeah, a little bit more.
A go mode dungeon behind.
Basically, yeah. I mean, basically half a desert palace, which is right now, and then the Swamp Palace. Like, I don't like to, count in dungeons. I like to name the dungeons. They are all different in name.
However, Daaanty still has to do some clearing here in ice. He can't just do
Yeah,
nothing.
because
But
with the icebreaker, you know, the
yeah,
bombers is pretty much on the way. Like, there's no big time loss at all.
no, true. Nice arrow set up here by Kermit.
Gets it done.
Hammer go mode in Swordless is usually the fastest.
Yeah.
Is that there's so many checks that hammer logs.
I mean, it can be very annoying as well, right? You've seen that we weren't thieves without the hammer. That was annoying. We were in Harrow without the hammer. That was also annoying. We luckily had only a pendant pod, so having no hammer in pod at least wasn't too bad. But look at how long they left pod, pretty much almost up until the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Burnout. That is actually a good item to find.
To be fair, that bookshop didn't lock the boots or the hammer.
No, but it locked the Bombos medallion, right? No, it didn't.
No, it locked the cane. Well, it didn't lock the cane.
Oh, it locked the fire rod. Never mind. It locked the fire rod.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it did lock the Bombos actually, but Daaanty's only seconds away from getting his go mode here in Ice Palace. Meanwhile, Kermit is on the way towards Swamp.
Yeah.
So this is all about execution right now. And then a little bit later, we still have Ganon's Tower for a little bit of RNG. Daaanty's in go mode in 1:10:21.
Yeah, and has a decent lead, I'd say. I mean, there is still GT routing, but it is Dante's race to lose at this point.
This is still Swordless, right? You still have to perform. Like any death or any like unlucky time losses can add up very quickly. And we're in top 16 league. We're in playoffs, and you don't want to give your opponent any time advantages.
Yep.
So yeah, gotta pick up that green goo here, and then use the fire rod to finish cold stare, or taking the hammer, or not.
Taking ice, forming ice. But yeah, this is very, very nice play by Daaanty. Oh, doing diver down on Kermit's side.
I'm probably not feeling comfortable right now, so...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know he's not feeling comfortable with diver down in general.
Okay.
Well, in go mode, it's actually fine, because since you're still up here, it's not too big of a time investment to go the vanilla way. So,
I believe it's like 5-6 seconds or something like that.
Yeah,
it's
so
not much.
Speeding away 112, right? That's when he is on the mountain. So we can get a new update on how far the difference is gonna be when Kermit is done iced and then goes up the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, because Kermit has to finish this, and then he has to finish ice.
Let's fight for Kermit. We're going with the hand. We're going with the good old flipping strat. The menu buffer, not buffer, but
Yeah.
you know, put the hammer to the menu.
Yeah. I mean, it's working out so far. Meanwhile, Daaanty is entering battle.
So this is a nice seed, right? We never were able to go into Mire, and we knew we would go and pretty much go more Turtle Rock with seeing the boots.
Yep.
It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad so far. So.
Yeah, we remember that Daaanty floated up to the mountain at 112.
Yeah, he landed pretty much on 112, so this is already almost 2 minutes, and there's an additional ice palace coming up, so I would say this is gonna be around 5.5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes.
I think Daaanty has to do some mistake at this point to lose this one, unfortunately. We still have to play it out. Nice shovel. Never gonna see that when used in the seed.
Yep. So another thing that could make the race a little bit closer is that 6% chance to have a small key in the big key chest and in the big chest of Turtle Rock, and you know, Daaanty getting maybe an early Turtle Rock big key and skipping that. Kermit doesn't. But this is like one of the most unlikely scenarios, and then you know, one of the runners would have to do it and one would have not. So the chance that comes up and even is impactful is like pretty much, I don't know, so lower.
There is the big key.
Yeah. So Kermit on the way, and ice only needs to do icebreaker. He needs to find the big key yet still, but he has only 2 chests left, so he knows either this one or the next one is going to be the big key. Well, you want to open that. Yep. This is your blue cane, and the next one is your big key.
Now, Daaanty did steal the key.
But he doesn't. I think he didn't. Did he? I didn't see him go and flip the switch. No. Did he flip the switch on ice?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I thought he, you know, didn't flip the switch, but if he did, then it's fine.
Daaanty is going to skip the big chest. So yeah, this is a very, very tiny risk. Yeah, right now it feels like Kermit is gonna be a mountain climb and turtle rock behind.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, Daaanty's still looking for 1 key. Kermit using the hammer for now.
I believe does he still have his fairy?
Yeah. But I think both, yeah. So Kermit released his fairy and Daaanty used his fairy in Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Ooh, 1 pop exploding. You can't use your menu in the time. Wait, does he have a blue goo?
I don't think he hasn't gone back to both by potions.
Okay, but gets the second one down. And the third. Alright, flush it out.
Yeah, probably Daaanty is going to finish up the Turtle Rock just as Kermit lands.
Pretty much like 6 minutes and, I don't know, 13 seconds or something.
Um,
What are you? Wait. Wait a second. Hang on.
Kermit,
No, that is
what are you
not
doing?
Okay. What is going on?
Did he think for a second there that Pod
Uh,
was the last
Maybe
crystal?
he forgot that he. I don't know. Let's. He wanted to go to 2. I
Okay,
don't
okay,
know. I
he
really
wants
don't know. I
potions.
really don't know.
I think he wanted to go to 2 to get potions.
But 5 is like the most wrong place that you could take instead. Like from the you start at 1 with your cursor
Yeah.
and then going to 5. I mean, probably something like that happened to pretty much everyone at some point. That you just
Now, we are gonna have to clear Tower of Hera first, chat, so calm down.
and we're gonna see some quick haircut action here from Daaanty.
Yeah.
Gonna just zip through basically. And done.
So I do want to start this game a little bit early, because this boss is gonna go down so fast.
Yeah.
We do have a guessing game for where the big key, GT big key is. Please get your numbers in the chat right now, because we are gonna have like 20 seconds after this boss dies until we actually enter.
At 120, and Daaanty got a 7th crystal right in front of GT. It's gonna open up. Get your guesses in, guys, because we're gonna be quick into GT, and then everything is closed from the betting perspective.
Question in chat where the hammer was. It was in Desert Big Chest, locked by Boots in first chest swap.
Meanwhile, Kermit is entering Turtle Rock. Is gonna do 6th crystal, and then also mirror over to Hera, and then finish that one out.
And no more guesses, please. On small key.
It is a key, but not the right size.
Nope.
Number 225.
Five, so 6 and 7 here.
Well, maybe we go to Meyer now.
Well, that proves that Meyer is and was completely dead this scene.
Alright. 6 and 7 weren't the answer either, so we're gonna see 8 to 11.
No. 9, no. 10, no. Not 11 either, so... Are we gonna go back? Yes, we are.
I don't think you need that key if you have 3 keys already in your pocket, but sure.
It's just to be safe.
Alright, double fire baron, number 12. Are you going to be the big key? Not today.
Just saying, if it is tile room and Kermit does the play, it is still even. But that is the only way.
I still think Dante's gonna be ahead because really he's gonna be Randu and Kermit still has to finish Hera. Has 2 cutscenes when he picked up Crystal. So
yeah, okay, all right, fair. Yeah, still has
there's still a lot of time.
Yeah, there's still time. Yeah.
GT sure takes some time, but it's not too long since like there's not many rooms that have no chests basically, like 1 or 2 rooms between all the all the checks you can make basically.
13 was the cape, so 14 through 18 here. So sorry, 14, 15, 16 is our check. We get half magic just ahead of that.
Yeah.
So let me check here for number 16. So we have a winner, and that is Warrior Dre, who guessed 16 first and was the only one to guess 16. Congratulations! You win 2 internet points, which you can redeem absolutely nowhere.
And also an infinite supply of rando seeds. Just use the Saha bot and create your seed. Alright, wise choice to use the cape with 2 hearts. Probably see this room.
He has bombs out. He is going to get the fairies. You don't want to die. You don't want to use a blue goo here, because you want that for later.
Alright, second head of Chinese going down for Kermit. Meanwhile, Dante's starting his climb right now.
Now it is just some execution here from Daaanty.
Yeah, we might see some little bit of a hover action coming up right at Mobile 2. See if Daaanty is gonna give us some joy. Meanwhile, Kermit off to his last crystal, got a Hero pot once, and then finish Moldom, and then go into GG, grab the big key, and go up the tower.
Kermit has to wait for the bomb to despawn there.
Mini Moldom. The blue shot out, so no hammer. That should be a hover. And we're dropping down.
Yeah. Hovering is so hard for those that haven't learned it.
And I see another team meeting call from Area in the chat, so gonna take 2 and fall again.
I mean, at this point, don't you just kill Moldorm?
Probably, yeah. I mean, he's switching to the hammer already.
Yeah.
Kermit entering GT. Not going to the right, so no cloud room gamble. Which honestly would surprise me. Oh, he's gonna steal the key. So he wants to go full right. Unfortunately, it's gonna be wrong. Yeah, this is a play. Oh, we
Yeah.
are okay. We are gonna see Tyrone. All right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Daaanty has to use his hammer for the fight here at Agate.
Yeah, not having Bugnet here really slows you down.
I mean, now you got a double, so
Yeah, that's nice. You want them to be a little bit out of sync so you can actually get your hand hits in.
all right. Successfully beats Agate, who has now one fight to go in Ganon, and then crossing the line.
Kermit is doing Title Room. Unfortunately, there is nothing here. Just
5 rupees. Now you can buy potions. Alright, going on to Compass Room. And you're gonna find some bombs and some money. And we're gonna see the pig. We would also get a small magic drop here from the mummy.
The mummies were in the big pack. That's a really nice spot for Ganon. Phase
Yeah.
2. Just spam that hammer.
Even if you take damage, you get some invincibility items, no problem. Already in phase 3.
Yeah, you have your potions as well.
So yeah, Kermit going full right. Only stealing the key. And then moving to the right side. But unfortunately, this is the wrong route for this seed, at least.
Yeah.
Is...
I mean, he is making the play that it is going to be the side, otherwise you wouldn't retire first.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he could have also made the call to Red Room Rush, as other runners would do.
Yeah. Now we are in phase 4 here.
Got the second hit already in. Not 3.
And that is the 4th arrow.
Get your GGs in chat, guys. Daaanty only needs to cross the bridge, not fall down, and then he has done it. And Pugs are gonna continue in the league, winning over Team Hime 3-1. GGs to Daaanty and Area and Andy.
And Daaanty finishes with an official time of 1:31:21. And I don't think this is going to be a spoiler because within 10 seconds or so here, Kermit is forfeiting.
Yeah, he probably just saw the result and then
Yeah.
finished. But GGs to Kermit as well.
Yeah, GG's to both runners. This was a Swordless seed, so all of the trappings with that.
Considering these guys didn't have the hammer for the longest time, right? But we're going to talk about that with them. I see them already in the setup room, and already Daaanty and Kermit are joining us. GG's, guys.
Yo, GG's.
GG. So yeah, hammer go mode first of all.
Yeah.
When you think of Swordless and Hammer Go mode, you think of it could be a pretty fast seed, a pretty interesting seed. When I went into Swamp, I was expecting Hammer there, and I had a few actual loud audible words when the boot showed up out of complete shock. So just because I know that was potentially something you can dip early on, I was, as soon as I got the hammer, I was like, all right, well, there's a done coming at any second.
I mean, that hammer was boots locked, so...
Yeah. But that was... It's been a while since I've seen a seed do something like that to me. But Oh no, it was tough. It was a lot of, I don't know, questionable decisions on my part. I went into a little bit of a panic doing Pendant Skullwoods with a fire rod only. Luckily that worked out. It didn't die or run out of magic, but yeah, I don't know. This was a hot mess overall.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the early game was a little bit decided by a lamb, which Daaanty picked up very, very early. First couple of checks. Unfortunately, Kermit, you tried Eastern.
Yeah, that was a very nice try.
I mean, to be fair, like, so to let people know what actually a little bit earlier in the seed happened to Kermit in this regard is like you win Eastern, right, without the lamb. You ran out of arrows, go back to the pot, get another 5, and spot the position of the Igor with the last arrow, so having to save and quit. Going back to Saha, finding 20 arrows in there.
Yeah.
Going to Thieves Down without having the mirror already, so you have to, get rid of your valuable fairy and then finding the mirror afterwards. And then you want to go to Powder, but you don't have magic. And then a couple of seconds later, you find that green good K45. Like everything was basically against you at that point.
I was honestly almost forfeiting at that point. Like seriously, I had no money for chess game and didn't realize, shovel game and didn't realize it. I don't know. It was just such an embarrassing race for me. I was on the verge of giving up a few times, but I tried to, I don't know, make weird plays, which it made everything even worse, and it felt worse every thing I checked. Honestly, when I was on the mountain and checked Hookshot Cave, I forgot to check Floating Island and just left. I don't know, that was so bad. Like honestly, this was not worthy of a playoff race for me. This has been the most embarrassing race I've ever had, I'd say.
I mean,
so I'm sorry for everyone.
The biggest play you made, and was a correct play in hindsight, was you got the hook shot and mirrored out.
Oh yeah, I tried. I tried after that, like to make weird plays. That's why I immediately went to Ice Palace after I found the fire rod and was just hoping for the hammer there. I was even considering going to Swamp earlier, but I decided against that, and yeah. It wouldn't have been a deserved win anyway, so I'm glad Daaanty won.
I mean, these races are tough, dude. So
no, that was just
someone
awful.
came like Diane Gannon, for example, multiple times. So no worries. Daaanty, I got a question for you, and I think your teammates are also very interested in that questions. Did you deliberately leave Hera Basement?
Did I? Yes, I was like, if it's there, I'll just die. It did not feel good trying to do that, and I was like, if that's there, then we've got the game 5 buffer. But hindsight, maybe that probably wasn't the best play. I don't know. There were a lot of bad decisions on my part. The longer the seed drug on, the more I started thinking about Kermit skipping something, and I was just checking everything. So I was like, I don't really know what I should be doing. I'm not sure like what the right play is. There was just I was questioning myself a lot, which was kind of bad. But it worked out in the end, and it's like Kermit was saying, he was embarrassed. Like I told him in race time, shouldn't be embarrassed because we play this game in front of a lot of folks. We do it for fun, and sometimes it's just a bad day because I've been on the complete other end of that, and there's something to be proud about, making playoffs and, just playing the game as long as you have, as well as you have.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, it has been a wild ride, honestly, and I'm I'm even glad we got another race out of you guys, so we went going 3-0. So that's good enough. But like leaving like this is honestly feeling really bad. I don't mind losing, but the way how I lost is really, really terrible and feels super bad.
Yeah, we were both a little bit perplexed when you were climbing Harry the first time. Because those blue hard hats, they do die to silvers.
No, we're talking to you both basically. 'cause
Yeah,
Danty
you're
also
you're,
didn't-
you're right,
both.
and
Both.
I'm a complete idiot. I forgot.
Yeah, we're talking to you both there because you both did the same thing. Like, we're sure they died to silvers, right?
So Andy and Eri were calling for a team meeting there at least. Like we had like 2 or 3 team meeting calls, I think, in the race. And
Yeah, I don't know. Dwayne Wade's probably getting fired from the Miami Heat. You know, that's me. I'm probably getting fired. We'll see. I don't know. It's I don't know. This one just was a hot mess. I can't think of any other way to describe it.
True.
Yeah. However, this does mean that Team Jaime is knocked out of the tournament, and congratulations to perfect unadulterated gaming squad for advancing to the next stage.
GG Daaanty and Co. You guys were fun opponents. We knew we were the underdog. We knew we had to make some plays, and yeah, good luck in the rest of the season, and maybe you take it away.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's a pleasure playing you guys. I do like the new format, you know, from last year where we get the opportunity to not have to play, you know, potentially not have to play the same teams over and over. And I don't think I've actually, you know, ever got to face off with any of you guys like one-on-one. So it was, you know, a pleasure to do so.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun, and it's always nice to race against such good opponents. And I don't think we've ever faced off against each other before, Daaanty, so I'm really glad we could do that as well. And I could win against you in casual boots at least.
Yeah, casual boots is pretty tough. You know, in today's meta, you have to understand, you know, what kind of plays you're willing to make. And you know, I was pretty thorough, and from what I gathered from, you know, you Wednesday, skipped a few things, but they were calculated skips. So you know, that's the game we play.
That's true.
But thank you guys for commentating and the restream and everything. GG's again to Kermit and the rest of the team. I am going to go get back to work and finish out the rest of the day.
Yeah.